Alright, having said that, the next speaker is from DNVGL. His name is Mr. Kaushik Kumar C. Mr. Kaushik Kumar looks after the business development, marketing, sales and SEAP region of the niche maritime solution services like concept, advisory, hydrodynamics, life cycle management, mechanical and system engineering, noise and vibration, safety risk, reliability, shipping advisory, structures and energy consumption optimization solutions. He is responsible for profit and loss for the digital solutions and innovation unit of DNVGL Maritime for the SEAP region. He coordinates sales efforts in the SEAP region with network of facilitators and responsible for the training and upgradation of skills of the facilitators, liaising with various maritime regulatory authorities with MPA, PSA, SSA with respect to maritime advisory solution. He also assists in R&D, Eco Research Center in Singapore with maritime domain expertise. Prior to 2014, he was head of GL Systems Certification and head of GL Academy in South Asia. Before joining GL, he was the Vice President Technical with Aquarius Services, a ship surveyor, lead auditor, joining GL, joining and global lead tutor with Lloyd's Register, country manager with ABS Quality Evaluation Systems and Applied Research, International Simulations and a sailing chief engineer with Great Eastern Shipping Company. He is a fellow of the Institute of Marine Engineers and a chartered engineer with the Institution of Engineers in India. With over 30 years of industry experience, his daily dose of fresh ideas at work stems from a philosophy that enjoy what you do and do what you enjoy. Let's welcome Kaushik C.
Thank you, Ashok. My God, that was very flattering indeed. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you have the program in front of you, you would notice that Ashok is very good at this. He always likes to swap the batting order, and what he just did was he just escalated my presentation to the second one. I was supposed to be speaking last, so all I need to do is find my presentation on the laptop. So if you could just give me a second, I'll just open this and I'll begin.
The potential for smarter use of data in our industries is, yes, big. But undergoing a true digital transformation isn't something you can just switch on. It's not a product you can buy, or even a service. It's a journey. We believe that we can overcome many of the challenges standing in the way of true digital transformation if we work together. Challenges like insufficient data quality, incompatible data sets, or connecting data scientists to industry experts. We're not saying we have all the answers, but we do know this. DNVGL has always been entrusted with data. Trusted to give independent, expert view and connect different industry players. That is why we are introducing our Veracity data platform, where we are working with Microsoft Azure and a number of industry leaders exploring big data opportunities. Our goal is to create an open platform for unlocking, qualifying, and improving data, where you stay in control and can trust domain experts, algorithms, and analytics to combine and transform your data into real value. And this could truly be something big.
Subrat actually set the scene by talking of data science and what big data can do. So at DNVGL, what we did over the last few years very passionately was to come up with an energy transition outlook for the next 40 years. So what's going to be energy consumption and how do we get that from where? So we did a study using, of course, big data, and we realized that by 2050, we predicted actually, by 2050, we will have an equal split of non-fossil and fossil fuels. So that's our prediction. What we also realized that from 2030, there's going to be a dip in our total sort of energy requirements. And if you look at the fossil fuels, you will see a similar trend where after 2030, we have a dip in our total energy requirements. So can anybody let me know why should there be a dip in the requirements after 2030? Why would the energy requirements dip? Will the number of consumers reduce? Wonderful, 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 wonderful. That's the answer. If you look at 2030, it will dip. So our energy, our global energy requirements are going to come down simply because we would be more energy efficient right across the board. So that's the reason why it's going to fall. And the other thing is gas is going to take over. Gas is going to take over, and we will see that oil and coal are going to reduce. The usage of oil and coal is going to reduce. So that's been our real-time prediction, what we did, and we used all the nice things which Subrat talked about in the flow. We used that to come up with these predictions. All right, coming back to the ship energy balance, some of you would definitely be familiar with the way we use our bunkers on board the ship. This is a very typical energy balance approach. Spend a minute understanding, see. Yeah. And what we have done, we have used predictive modeling, and we have used real-time operational data from the vessels, and we have actually done a performance breakup of the data which we have got from our system. We have a solution called Eco Insight, if you see the bottom right-hand corner. What we do here is we collect operational data. Part of it is auto-logged, part of it is manual reporting, and then we use algorithms, we data purify them, and we make sure that the data which comes in is relatively trustworthy. As a result, we have seen that up to 15% is voyage performance savings, which we can get. Hull and propeller another 10, and of course engine and fuel would add up to 7. So these are of course typical percentages which we work with about 3,000 vessels here, and this is very encouraging to note. Yeah, so that's a realistic figure of 10 to 25%. 6 technologies which are changing and which will impact shipping. Sensors, very good to use, but very hard to maintain. And we have worked with a lot of waterlogging data. The quality is still an issue. We would tend to believe that every autolog data would be of very high quality. It's not the case. Yeah? And there is always a high cost of maintenance for these sensors. And they deteriorate over time, very hard to fix on board. The second is improved connectivity. And this, by far, has been the fastest growing fixing of issues. We have seen the improvement of connectivity of the ship to shore has improved drastically. And this has really helped us get good, clean data across from ship to shore. We have the high throughput satellite which was launched last year, and this has really helped us get the broadband on board and is fixing the grey regions of the globe. We are already familiar with this. A simple handheld already has so much of sensors. We are now working with ships which give us direct feeds from the handheld, and we can directly see what the ship is sending us on our handheld as well. So that's how connected we are with this. Machine learning. Subrat talked about machine learning. Yeah, it's very good, but it could flip the other way as well. Yeah? If you rely too much on machine learning, then a situation can go out of hand. You would really need domain expertise to stay within scope. Right? So we see that this area is picking up in a very big way, and a lot of synergy partners are using machine learning. We showed you a short film on Veracity, which is our open data platform. So this is exactly what we do. We take all the customer data, we store them in very secure data containers, and then it's opened up to the industry to use. So you can be a competitor, you can be any synergy organization, you can be a regulator, you can be a ship operator, you could be an individual customer. We also have single persons as customers on our open data platform. And lastly, we have the cloud. It's being built. Many setups provide a combination of cloud as well as on-site solutions. And we know that this is really going to be the future of our big data storage. Yeah. However, the whole idea is, of course, to keep CO2 away from the cloud, right? So you can put good data up on the cloud, but don't put carbon dioxide and emissions. Yeah. Right, so what do we have at the end? If we do all this, we are expected to have a data smart vessel, right? So my predecessor talked about moving away from time-based to a condition-based and reliability-centered maintenance. We are very passionate about digital twins at DNVGL. We make sure that we have digital twins and models up, and then we do all the testing, whether it's hardware in the loop or whether it's simulated testing. We make sure we do all the testing of the systems on these digital twins. However, flip side, with big data comes big issues. Yeah. So how do we trust in data quality? So that's an issue which we deal with on a very regular basis, and we are still yet to come to terms with the entire scope of trust in data quality. And that's the issue which we are trying to address. We are working with several partners. Cybersecurity, of course, remains an issue at all levels, and we are trying to get all the data quality issues sorted so that the asset health improves. Yeah, so we already have a data scientist here. So it's not without reason. Harvard Business Review had called this the sexiest job of the 21st century. So you're supposed to create magic at the end. So there are some implications. What we have realized, we want organizations to make digitalization a priority, and we see that most of the organizations actually are in that sphere. We have chief digital officers, we've got CIOs, all in that sphere. So that is a priority we notice. You're supposed to map your current situation moving forward, and of course chart the way ahead. Set yourself up for continual improvement, which means you need to look at your data maturity in every situation and improve. And manage your investments, most important. Summing up, what we did some time ago was we created value from the various maturity models which people put in our site. In fact, anyone can go into the system and explore where you are in terms of your digital maturity in your organization. And as a result, it gives you a percentage where you are in a data smart vessel approach. So it also links you to our cyber secure zone, and you are able to find out your maturity model on where you are. So we use this like data, we analyze this, anonymize it of course, and make sure we create benchmarks into our analytics system. And then we put it up on the cloud, and we ensure that the entire industry uses this database for them to move forward. Thank you for that heads up, Ashok. So you'll be glad to note that, right? So I've come to the end of my presentation. So thank you very much for the patient hearing. We believe in that.